In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 best ideas to this book, The Mountain Is You. Check this out. If you're new here, I post videos on personal growth, mindset, spirituality, esoteric, book summaries, and book hauls. I also share simple ways to help increase your vibration, increase your inner peace, and live a joyful life. The first best idea in this book is getting over your most challenging obstacle in life is the mountain, and the mountain is you. She says that inner struggles that hold us back, and she says that people use self-sabotage as a protection, and it's temporary and it doesn't fill your needs. Self-sabotage is a way to show that you're trying to appear happy, but you're not actually genuinely happy. It's like looking for outside influences, looking outer versus inner to make you happy. Whether it be a specific relationship, food, drugs, overworking, alcohol, any addictive behavior that does not serve you. Instead of confronting these issues, confronting them, feeling those emotions, things that really triggered those traumas that you're not healing. Those things I mentioned, whether it be the food, drugs, alcohol, overworking, things like that, those are coping mechanisms that are temporary. She says in her book, one way you can do this to actually confront it is to make a list of all your problems, challenges, and situations that are holding you back, that you deeply and truly know it's one way that's holding you back. You have to write it in a journal, she says. Let those emotions out. Be specific and honest with yourself. Be honest, write it down, and honestly feel that yes, this is something that I have to work in myself. That's the one thing I've personally been doing is journaling. It's really helping me out. Writing down challenges, things like that, and things also that I desire. It's one way to get things. It's an outlet that even my wife has told me, try to journal more to get it out. Specific emotions that you can't say to people. Also, if you're new here and have not yet subscribed, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications really helps get this information to more people to help brighten their mind, to brighten their life, and brighten the world, especially when a lot of people are feeling darkness right now. To live in light and love and to help increase the vibration of the world. Subscribe now. The next best idea is you can use your self-sabotaging behaviors as an indicator and self-awareness to help indicate what your true needs are. One example she talks about is overworking. Yes, you can be very passionate about your job, your career, but if you neglect things like your family, friends, health, relationships, and enjoyable hobbies that genuinely bring you light and joy in life, it isn't best for your wellness. If that's what you're doing, it means that you aren't willing to confront certain things that you have to go through. You aren't willing to confront feelings that are holding you back, feelings and emotions. You have to be honest with yourself and confront it. Also, if you really care about what other people think of you, then that shows that you're not genuinely happy because you're not genuinely comfortable in your own skin. If you're truly genuinely happy and truly had inner peace within yourself, you wouldn't need that approval from peers, from parents, from your coworkers, from family, from friends, from neighbors, keeping up with the Joneses. If you find that you need certain approval in your life from certain people or certain outside circumstances, that just shows that's something that you need to fix within yourself and something that you need to be honest and confront. Another example she talks about is spending too much money, and that's what I hear and see in a lot of different YouTube videos I watch on mindset and books, is spending randomly. It's like buying things that you don't need or things that you already have. It's one way of filling a void. Your job in life is to figure out what that void is. Is it a relationship? Is it exercise? Is it walking outside in a park? Is it a hobby that you just love to do that you haven't been doing for so long, years? One of mine personally was snowboarding. I gave up snowboarding for a few years, came back to it. So much joy, brings so much love and life into my life just because I'm around nature. I get to go with my wife. I'm outside in fresh air. And you want to fill your time with things that you love to do, like free things, like walking in a park. Go outside, walk in a park, hug a tree. I kid you not, you'll love it. Did that this past weekend. It brought me so much joy. And that time you spend doesn't have to be time spent on random things that you might not need to fill a void. Remember, these self-sabotaging things can hide from you. Things that you might not even realize that you're hiding. But when you confront it, you're getting past that mountain That's you. The next best idea is your gut feeling is real. Studies show that your gut can actually store information. It's like a second brain, what people call it. This is why your gut is often referred to as your second brain, because it has over 200 to 6 million nerve cells, the same amount contained in your spinal cord. However, your gut feeling can only work on your current events, your current circumstances, not the future. That's what she mentions in the book. And if you do try for future events, it can only project feelings for the present. When it doesn't happen in the future, it might or might not happen. So one way is to listen to your calm inner voice that is loving, that's not pushing you to do things you don't want to do. Not the one that's full of fear, but the one that genuinely has your best interest. Want another way to conquer your self-sabotage and get over that mountain? Click the link below for my free course, Brighten Mind Blueprint. I share 5 simple steps to help overcome your mindset, inner conflict, mindset, and grow a positive mental attitude to help you get the best out of life. Click the link below now. The next best idea is to make small changes to get past discomfort. In her book, she talks about mental balance and how your brain, in order to get mental balance, it tries to stay in your mental comfort zone. For example, your mental comfort zone could actually be bad habits. You're stuck with it. You continually have that smoke, continually keep over drinking, continuing to overeat, continuing to overwork. It's just because your brain is stuck at that mental comfort zone. She talks about spotlight. Spotlight is what she mentions where you assume everyone's thinking about you, talking about you, gossiping about you, but in actuality, they're just focusing on their own stuff and their own challenges and problems. You must take it step by step to get out of your comfort zone. Step by steps meaning, one example is if you want to work out. Instead of joining a gym tomorrow for a whole year, start working out 5 to 10 minutes tomorrow, whether it be walking outside, whether it be rebounding, whether it just be doing a simple treadmill at the gym, whether it be just doing simple stretches at home. You will not be able to transform unless you're able to be uncomfortable doing things that you're not comfortable with and getting out of your comfort zone. And that's an amazing thing that I thought about, like myself getting out of the comfort zone. I have so much growth, but man, going through that uncomfortable, it's very uncomfortable, but it's worth it. Do it in small, manageable steps. The next best idea is focus on things that you desire and the person you desire to be. One example she says is that pretend that you're having a face-to-face talk with your future self. And a lot of people call this quantum leaping, moving yourself through the multiverse to your future self. A way to do that is to close your eyes and ask your future self. Take note of your future self. Ask them questions. See how they are. See how their posture is. What are they wearing? What mannerisms do they have? What are they eating? What confidence do they have? And take note of the person that you're aiming to be. Ask them for guidance. Ask your future self, what can I do right now to help me get to strive and be where you are right now? It's an amazing exercise because you're actually energetically going to your future self and asking for support. This is asking for the best version of yourself. You have to be self-aware about your strengths and weaknesses and also not be afraid by being disliked by people for you being your true authentic self. Not intentionally hurting other people, but more like trying to be the best version of you, even if it hurts other people because they're not used to you not setting your boundaries by saying no. They're used to you being a pushover when no, this is the real version of me. This is how I'm going to be the best version of myself. And I know I said 5 best ideas, but I couldn't help it and add one more bonus. And that one bonus was one of the biggest ideas in the book as well, was what isn't right for you will not remain in your life. Anything that doesn't stay in your life, whether it be friends, relationship, even a job, even certain circumstances and events, coworkers, is not meant to be yours or to remain in your life. She says in her book, there is no job, no person, no city that you can force yourself to make it right for you, especially when deep down inside you know it's wrong. The truth is, what will come to you will be easily and effortlessly. One example is my wife. Like, things just magically worked out. I've had previous hard relationships and this one is just so easy. It's just not that it was easy, but it was just so easy to be loved and be loving towards her. And I mention relationships because that's one example of some people just focus on relationships and they don't realize that, wow, this person, I have to stay, it's good for me, I'm used to it, it's in my mental comfort zone, I have to stay, it's toxic, it's really bad, but I have to stay. Little do they know, it's they're looking at that closed door when right next to that door is an open door. And people don't realize it. It's timing. It could be timing as well. But once they realize that, man, how deeply empowered they'll be when they know their worth, that right person will come. The truth is, when something is right for you, it'll give you complete clarity as to what is wrong for you. And that's why that wrong thing will not remain, especially when it's wrong. It's confusing. It feels heavy. You feel stuck versus you feel light. It's effortlessly. Things just work out. You fall in love with that fantasy, that illusion, what you think it could be than what the actual reality of it is. And sometimes the right thing is in your face right now and you don't realize it, and you're causing causing drama, unnecessary drama that is there, trying to make it harder with you and that person, because deep down inside, this is a great thing, but you're causing this drama because you realize you don't deserve it. Those are my 5 best ideas plus 1 bonus of this book. Doing these ideas and reading this book is going to help you conquer the mountain, which is you. Find your inner peace by knowing how you're self-sabotaging and when you're self-sabotaging. Being self-aware of those moments. Continue to do the inner work. Continue to energy clear. Continue to write in a journal. Continue to even have the exercise of talking to your future self. This will help you avoid from falling back into those negative patterns. Enjoy simple things. Enjoy that first cup of coffee in the morning. Just grateful that you're able to have coffee, to make coffee. Enjoy waking up next to your partner, your loved one, your pet. Cultivate positive, uplifting relationships, because who you surround yourself with really makes a difference. Inner peace is so different when she talks about in her book. Is like inner peace is so different. Inner peace is different than happiness. Happiness comes and goes, but inner peace is deep inner content that if things don't seem right, no matter what, you're still gonna be a calm in the storm, and you're not gonna cry about it, and you're not gonna be so upset where it's gonna ruin your whole year. You're gonna see it what it is for what it is and prevent the self-sabotage and be honest with yourself and see what you need to fix, what you truly need at that moment. She says in her book that I want to leave off is that you are your own worst enemy and you are your own greatest teacher. Self-sabotaging is your own personal mountain. You conquering that mountain, which is you. Climbing the mountain, changing your ways, it takes hard work rather than walking back down and not trying to conquer it with your comfort zone. It can be long, hard, and uncomfortable, but the more you do it, the easier and amazing your life will be with amazing views. If you like this video, you might like this next video I have here on the 5 best ideas on Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. See you in the next video.